Hi guys, welcome back to Jinx's Tarot. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. We are back with my weekly pick-a-card readings. I needed a break from social media because honestly, I was tired of editing and filming and we just needed a break. We needed a break. So we're back and I'm excited to get into this. We are on the air signs today. I had a moment. We are on the air signs today and we are on Libras. So if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, this reading is for you. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you can always check again next week or check your other placements. But other than that, let's get into it. Before we get into the tarot, I did roll dice for you guys as per usual, and you rolled the sign of Aries. So you may be dealing with the Aries. You could be just taking on the Aries energy for your week ahead. I also started trying to incorporate this set of dice that came with these cards and the other two dice that I usually use. This is like the planets and you guys rolled Mercury. So working with the planet Mercury may be really important. It could be highlighting your communications this week. You could have, is it Aries and Mercury or Mercury and Aries? The Aries placement in your Mercury. So, and then for the numbers, you rolled 10, so you may be seeing 10, 10, 10s or just 10s in general. 10s to me talk about like finishing up a cycle or completing a cycle. So let's get into the tarot. So the first card that you guys received was the Star card, which is also the sign of Aquarius. But I get the energy that you guys are shining this week. Like, I get that, like, there could have been something in the past that had you in this Queen of Pentacles, and you could have made a decision for yourself to be on, like, to invest energy into yourself so that you won't be in this Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy. You guys also received the Death card, which just highlights the energy of, like, there being, like, a change that has happened in the past. Now, the advice card that you guys received was the Two of Knives, and this talks about making a difficult decision. Usually this row, what is in the air? Okay. Usually this row is supposed to be like, you know, the advice or like any additional information, and I just get like an energy of you guys making a decision this week, or you have made a decision in the past week that is affecting the current week ahead for you, and it has you in this star energy, or like you guys, if this is like an energy that you guys are in currently or working towards, I see that you guys are in the Queen of Pentacles and you guys are making a change to be in this star energy, and you'll be feeling like a whole brand new bitch, period. Anyways, so for the career for my Libras, I get that you guys have walked away from something with this Eight of Cups or Eight of Vials, and I get the energy that a lot of you guys were disappointed in the workplace. It could be the people that you're working with, especially with this Five of Swords or Five of Arms in this deck. I get the energy that like the workplace could have been like, you know what I'm getting from this spread? I'm getting like you guys were really interested in, like, let's say modeling. And so you get into it, you're in the business, you're like booking gigs and stuff. But when you're there, like, you see that the models are really competitive. They're not really friendly. The workplace is kind of toxic. This then leads you to like talking bad about yourself, and feeling some type of way about yourself, and you are now realizing that like this isn't something that is healthy for me, so I need to take myself out of the situation, is what I'm getting from this spread, especially with these two cards, because the Five of Swords talks about there being competition, and just like the environment just not being healthy. The Eight of Swords talks about like how you talk to yourself and how you may feel about like yourself. I get that a lot of you guys do have like a healthy sense of self-esteem, but like in the workplace, you start to pick at yourself. You start to like, you know, oh, I don't like how this looks on me. I don't think I look good in this, or you know what I mean? And I see that like you walking away from this is, I find it interesting that both of these cards are in reverse. Because I do get a very strong energy from them as being in the upright position. I get that you guys pulled away from this, so you guys are not in this energy anymore, but like I do see that in the past energy that this is the energy that y'all were in. So the Son of Sticks was the advice card or like any additional information, and I get from this card that, is that a lizard on his, okay, those are snakes, okay. Interesting. I've never noticed, but there's snakes on the ground around him, and then there's like a lizard on top of, or on his shoulder. But I get the vibe that like this week around your finances, you could be wanting to make some like quick changes. I get that like the fact that you're trying to make it happen so quickly, it's like the energy is a little scattered. You could be making some mistakes. So just be mindful of like taking your time. I know that like if this is an unhealthy situation that you don't feel happy with, like the desire to get out of it as soon as possible, but making sure that like you have like a for sure stable, healthy backup for yourself when you do depart from this job. So that's what I'm getting for you guys for your finances. For your love life, you guys received the Four of Cups. I get a heavy energy of you guys really being in your own energy as of right now. I don't really get much of a energy of there being like there being someone. I get that there was someone in the past, especially with this Five of Swords, which talks about a reconciliation. So you guys could be like, I get the energy from this card of like you guys resting. Also an energy of like trying to manifest something. You could be feeling more intuitive this week around your love life, or just emotionally. You could be really tapped into yourself. I believe is it like blue or like is the blue the crown chakra or like intuition? Either way, you know what I'm trying to say. I believe that is like the third eye kind of vibes. But yeah, I get that you guys are manifesting possibly a past connection. I do get right now that you guys are currently by yourselves, especially since you guys received this Hermit card. I get that you guys are manifesting love, but you guys are also like comfortable in being on your own. You know what I mean? And that is honestly the best way to manifest love, is when you are comfortable being on your own and being in your own energy. I'm trying to see what else I'm getting from these. Yeah, I primarily just get that you guys are relaxing. Like you're in your own energy. You're feeling more in tune with yourself emotionally. And you're not mad at being on your own, but you are manifesting. Or you could be just attracting, because this doesn't mean that you are manifesting love. It really could just be that like love is attracted to you because you are so in this beautiful energy of being in tune with yourself, and people want to be in tune with you. Anyways, the advice that you guys received was the Two of Baskets or Two of Cups. And this just talks about like a union. I get the energy that like there is love on its way, or you guys could be really manifesting it. If you aren't and you really do want to tap into a relationship and invest energy into your love life, I see that like with this Two of Cups that one is already coming, even if you aren't looking for it. Or if you are, that like this is a really good time to manifest it. So that is what I got for you guys this week ahead. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send a DM and we'll book an appointment. Other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye. All right, Aquarius. So if you are an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, this reading is for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you can always check your other placements or try again next week. But other than that, let's get into this read. I swear, every time I start doing these readings, I start to like pick at the blanket and notice all the like little pieces of lint or whatever. Anyways, So I did roll dice for you guys as per usual. And Aquarius, you guys rolled the sign of Virgo. So you guys could be tapping into this energy this week. A Virgo could be really significant to you this week. I primarily am getting like the energy that you guys could be taking on this energy throughout your week ahead. I am also starting to incorporate this third set of dice that I got with these, and this is the planets basically. So you guys rolled Venus. You could be needing to work with the planet Venus. You could have a what is it? Virgo Venus? Virgo Venus? My Virgo is in Venus. In my sidereal chart or verdict chart. And then what is this? 11. You guys got 11. So you could be seeing 111s or 1111. I always think make a wish. So a wish this week could be coming true, whether that is around your finances or your love life. So for the tarot, you guys receive the Hangman as the main energy throughout your week ahead. I get with this card that you guys are really going with the flow. You're letting go of any desire to be in control around your finances. I primarily get finances because you guys received... Really? Somebody's card really decides to go off now? Ugh, okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. I primarily get that this is around your finances because you did receive 2 Pentacles cards. I get the energy this could be around something that you are focusing on building and trying to build up and like grow with. I also get that this is something that could require other people. This could mean that you are collaborating and teaming up with other people. So I primarily get like you guys are kind of going with the flow and allowing like other people to be in lead rather than you always being in lead. Like I get that like I got a lot of Aquarius in my chart. So like I feel like generally I like to I like my vision and I want to stick to my vision. And like, sis, y'all better get into it. Y'all better allow some people to take control, you know, like get into it. So the advice card or additional information card that you guys received was the Fool, or yeah, the Freeman / the Fool in normal tarot. And this card is telling me that like, I feel like the risk or leap that you are taking is this Hangman. I get the energy that like a lot of you guys are used to being in control and allowing things to move in a certain way if you are cool with it, if you like it, if it's something that you feel aligned with. I see that like this Fool card is you being more open and allowing other people to have their input, as well as have their input and help you build whatever you're trying to build to add to what you're what you have going on. So for your finances, you guys received the Hierophant in reverse. So some of you guys could be working in like, is my camera still recording? That's why I usually have my phone on, is because my phone tells me whether or not my camera is recording or not. Ooh. Okay, so you guys received the Hierophant card. I'm going to put this up to the side so I can see when the camera shuts off. So y'all could be working in like a office job or like a job that's a little bit more on like the traditional side. And I get the energy from this being your main energy for your finances. I get the vibe that some of you guys are breaking some type of like tradition or like social tradition. I primarily get like social tradition. Oh, a contract in work could also be ending soon. You guys also received the Queen of Wands in reverse, which I get like you guys could be breaking like primarily like some social things going on at work. Like I get a vibe that like your jobs could be very like cliquey, where like, I don't know, let me think. Like the people who do engineering only hang out and talk to each other. The people who are, I don't know, into computer science only hang out with the people who are into computer science. I get the vibe that a lot of you guys are detaching from detaching from that idea of like needing to specifically only hang out with certain people that are aligned with you, because the other people that you hang out with could be aligned with you in different ways, if that makes sense. Like, just because, for example, if you're into social science or social science or what computer science or whatever, hanging out with somebody who is into engineering, they may teach you something that may be useful to what you have going on, and you probably wouldn't have been able to learn that if you stayed with the group of people who were into social science or computer science or whatever. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. So the advice card that you guys received was the strength card, or additional information was the strength card. I get that like some of you guys could be a little scared to jump into that, of like, you know, just putting yourself out there and exploring different social groups. Maybe like once you do it, your other group may be a little like, oh, like you're hanging out with the people in engineering, you know what I mean? And you're like, hell yeah, girl, because I learned X, Y, and Z from them. So I get the vibe that like some of you guys could be feeling a little like not so, I'm trying to think of the word for it, like not so like, I guess like strong enough to put yourself out there in that way. But like I think that if you do, you definitely would have some luck in breaking down those barriers. So for your finance, or your love life, I'm sorry, you guys received the 7 of Swords. So there could have been some conflict or tension going on within a connection, or it could be with yourself. However, I do get that this could be with someone else, and like, girl, things around them, like, it's so like the relationship is so chaotic, like things around y'all were collapsing as well, I'm getting from this. You guys could have recently moved out of this energy of like tension and conflict with the 7 of Swords. But now that you're not in that energy anymore, where it's like so chaotic and like things are falling apart, and like I get that you guys are trying to look at this from a different perspective now that you are in a different perspective about the connection. With this Judgment card, I get the energy of you guys really debating on whether or not this relationship is something that you want to continue to invest your energy, time, and love into. And then with the 2 of Cups, I get a highlight of like, you know, is this connection pouring into me as much as I'm pouring into it? Is this something that I feel like really continuing? And like, is this something that is like serving me? For some reason, my phone, or my camera for my phone, is like acting up. I use like my little GoPro to film, and usually like I have it all set up on my phone so that like, ooh, okay, it works. Go up, go up, go up. Awesome. So yeah, I get the vibe that a lot of you guys, come on. I get a lot of energy of you guys being in an energy of like moving in a clearer energy within your relationships. But now that you are in a clearer headspace and energy, you are trying to make a decision based off of that. Especially with the 2 of Cups and the Judgment card. Like the Judgment card in a relationship read is always like, do I want to make this official, or, you know? So the advice card or additional information that you guys received was the 8 of Sticks in reverse, which talks about like there being some delays or like moving a bit slower. So I get either like you guys are moving a bit slower about making this decision, and like really taking your time, really collecting all the information that you need before you make anything official, whether that is being with them or dipping. I'm trying to see what else I'm getting. Yeah, I primarily get like the energy of you guys possibly moving slow, or being advised to move slow if you guys are trying to make a decision right now, you know what I mean? I get the energy that a lot of you guys are like, all right, like let me move a bit slower around this, because it is something that like I genuinely care about, but like I need to make the right decision about it. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week ahead. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send a DM and we'll book an appointment. But other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye. All right, Gemini. So if you are a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, this reading is for you. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you can always try again next week or check your other placements. So before we get into the read, I did roll dice for you guys as per usual, and I wanted to incorporate this third set of dice that I got, and this is supposed to be like the planets, and I didn't know that, so now I know. But the number that you guys received was 10, so you may be seeing 10, 10, 10. I believe, was it Libra? Because I'm doing the air signs today. I believe Libra also got 10, so like it could be like the collective energy for the air signs of completing out any cycles. But that's primarily what I'm getting from 10s is like you guys are either in the process of completing a cycle or you have already completed a cycle. And then for the planets, you guys receive Saturn. So working with Saturn this week may help you, or you could have Aquarius in your Saturn placement, which is really significant to you somehow, somewhere, I don't know. But that is what came up. So you guys also received Aquarius, like I said before. So you could be dealing with Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your Saturn placement. But let's get into the read, honey. Let's get into it. Okay, so for my Geminis, you guys received the Hermit card, which is the sign of Virgo. And I get the energy that a lot of you guys are going inwards, and I feel like you guys are going inwards to work on yourself as well as grow, really, like, especially with some of the other energy that you're getting. I get the vibe that a lot of you guys were going inwards to manifest, to improve yourself. Especially with like the Sun card, I feel like some of you guys have been like learning different things about yourself or different situations that are connected to you. And you kind of want to go inwards to kind of deal with it. It could have been like some truths, some honesties that hit, you know? And so, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when we hear truths about ourselves, whether it is good or bad, it can be a little bit of like a test of whether or not we want to grow with it or we are going to be stubborn and stay in a cycle. Oh, going back to that 10. So you guys really could be completing up cycles. But like you could either grow with it or stay stuck in that cycle of not wanting to learn from what you're learning. So that's what I'm getting from this first spread right here. The advice card that you guys received was the Chariot in reverse. So I get that, like, if there was some truth, some teas spilled on you and it was hot and like you really are struggling to push through it, going inwards is going to help, but also moving at your own pace and not trying to rush it is really, really important. Especially if it's like some tea about yourself and you're like, ooh, I don't like this. Like, this ain't positive, but like, I want to heal from it. Like, don't rush your healing process. Don't rush your learning process. Because everybody's process is different and you honestly won't make the best out of the situation if you're trying to rush through it. So, did my camera shut off? No. Sometimes I'll look at my camera or my phone because it literally is telling me whether or not I'm recording or not. So, you guys received the Hierophant again in reverse for your finances as the main energy for your finances. So I get a lot of you guys were probably just like clocking into your job, doing your work, clocking out and telling them Negroes, peace out. You know what I mean? But I get the energy that you guys are in the energy of wanting to be social again. You want to kiki with the girls. You guys could, while in this Hermit energy, be stepping out in your finances because you know what you want and you are trying to manifest something with this. What is this? The Page of Pentacles. So you guys could be really in the energy of wanting to manifest something. This could be a passion project with the Knight of Wands in reverse. This card does talk about like scattered energy and there being delays, frustrations. So I do get that like needing to go with the flow around your finances is a little needed right now because there could be some hiccups. I do get the energy that a lot of you guys could be receiving different intuitive messages and different intuitive energies around possibly like a side hobby or your main job, and you want to move with it and you want to move with it quickly, but like when you try to execute what you have in mind, it may not turn out how you want. So keep gathering like those intuitive messages, as well as like manifesting different financial opportunities for yourself. But like also like with this Chariot card, move slow with it. Like take your time and not rush it. The advice card that you guys received was the Father of Baskets, and he is someone who is emotionally balanced. And I'm primarily getting like being emotionally balanced as your advice card. I'm trying to see what else, how this connects. So going back to what I was saying before about there possibly being some like scattered energy and delays and frustrations about like executing any plans that you have in mind, being compassionate towards yourself, also trying to approach certain situations from a very balanced place emotionally as well as logically. The King of Cups or Father of Baskets is someone who is able to, who leans more towards their emotions, but they're still able to like tap into that logical energy and approach situations balanced, you know what I mean? So I get that as being your advice card around your finances. I'm just not realizing she's had a gun in her hand. I've seen this card come up for a few different signs, and I also sometimes pull this card for myself. And I've never noticed. I thought this was like a hot cup of cocoa. No, sis has a full pistol in her hand. So some of you guys are really in this Queen of Swords energy of like, you guys aren't tolerating. How do I put this? I feel like a lot of you guys know what you want and you guys aren't taking anything other than like, if they're not coming with it, they can get shot down, period. Period. And I don't think y'all are actually shooting these people down, but like, if people shooting their shots, you like, I got a full bulletproof vest on, like, you ain't shooting nothing over here if you ain't coming with what I want. And I feel like that's on period. Like, I respect that. I feel like if you know what you want, you should 100% get it. I feel like a lot of you guys are possibly on your own. You're not really in a relationship right now, especially since you guys received the Four of Wands in reverse, which talks about like personal growth, personal celebration. This also talks about conflict with others. So I get a highlight of you guys really just focusing on yourselves, especially with this Eight of Pentacles, which also talks about like self-development and working on yourself and trying to grow as a person. And I get that since you guys are in this energy that like you guys are going to start attracting a different higher level of kind of energy around you. You could be attracting people who match your energy. They could not get shot down when they approach you just because they match you. You know what I mean? They're coming with what you want because you are putting yourself in this Queen of Swords energy, because you've put in the work on developing yourself and you're cool with your energy. You know what I mean? Like if they're not, what's that saying? Like if they're not as cool as your solitude, then they don't need to be in it or whatever. I don't fully remember, but like I get the energy that you guys are really cool in your solitude right now, and you're even like to the point where like you're celebrating it. You could be like taking yourself out, treating yourself to nice dinners, and like you're on a higher like plane right now. I get. The advice card or additional information that you guys receive was the Ancestors or the Death card in normal tarot. And as the advice card, I get that like you're attracting what you want. And that's the change that's coming to you. You may not expect it. I mean, you know now. So I get the vibe that a lot of you guys are going to be attracting more energy. You guys are ending cycles, which going back to that 10, like, you guys are ending cycles. There's also a lot of 9s, yeah? So you guys could be in the process of completing a cycle, because that's 9, that's 9. Well, that's 8. What else? That's also a 9. So you guys could also be seeing 9s as well. But yeah, I get a heavy energy of you guys completing a cycle or almost being there. So anyways, that is what I got for you guys this week ahead. I hope it made sense. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send a DM and we'll book an appointment. Other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.